Hi, Gerhard Bloom here, once again looking at the tyranny and the delusions of the social justice movement. So why socialism? Well, to control you, right? Under socialist rule, their authority is absolute. This is from Leon Trotsky. In a country where the sole employer is the state, opposition means slow starvation. The old principle, who does not work shall not eat, has been replaced by a new one. He who does not obey shall not eat, right? And you've heard leftist media and the Biden administration accusing conservatives of being fascist or quasi-fascist, proto-fascist. It's absolute nonsense. Fascism and its racialized expression, Nazism, were from the very beginning socialists. Right? Yes, Hitler was most definitely a socialist. It's right there in the name, the National Socialist German Workers' Party, aka the Nazi Party. Hitler was following the example of Mussolini. Hitler fused socialism with nationalism. And although the founding of the fascist movement was Mussolini, he was formerly a socialist revolutionary, right? A revolutionary socialist, right? This was Mussolini. His entire life until he discovered this fusing of nationalism with socialism, fascism, right? And rather than fighting for socialism on a global scale, Mussolini, decided to fight for nationalism, for socialism on the national scale, right? The communists, they were socialist internationalists, right? Hitler followed Mussolini's inspiration. Here is one of countless examples of Hitler declaring his commitment to socialism. This is Hitler. We are socialists. We are the enemies of today's capitalist system for the exploitation of economically weak with its unfair salaries, its unseemly evaluation of human beings according to wealth and property instead of responsibility and performance. We are determined to destroy this system under all conditions. That was Adolf Hitler in a public speech given in Munich on the 1st of May, 1927. Right? Quoted from Toyland, biography, Adolf Hitler, 1976, page 306. It's leftist authoritarianism that's the threat here. Election deniers, Trump election denying. What about Hillary Clinton perpetually saying that President Trump, his presidency was illegitimate? Right, and the Georgia Stacey Abrams saying that she was cheated out of her election victory. Well, she didn't win, right? And no, Donald Trump was not an illegitimate president, and they're lying. But now anybody who says anything about election unfairness is branded an election denier. Well, Hillary Clinton, Stacey Abrams, paired to this poisonous nonsense for years, right? And fascism. Here is something to consider. The Department of Justice and the FBI investigating, i.e. intimidating and attempting to coerce parents who are outraged at what's being taught in the schools, the sex and gender ideology, the racist critical race theory. They're being investigated, i.e. strong-armed by the Biden administration. And here's something even more startling. The FBI and the Department of Homeland Security was conspiring with various social media outlets to suppress views that were deemed misinformation or disinformation, basically information they didn't want you to have, including the Hunter Biden laptop business, right? This is Hunter Biden gallivanting around the world, trading on Vice President at the time, Biden, right? This is influence peddling, right? Department of Homeland Security and the FBI were colluding with social media. This is a major violation of the Constitution, right? You have the right to free speech, and the government is explicitly forbidden to silence speech. And this is fascism. Fascism is the collusion of corporations and the government to serve an ideological cause. It's all poisonous nonsense, and I hope the elections will just be a huge red wave, and it won't stop there. Anyways, I do hope you'll check out my book, Deconstructing Social Justice. It's available on Amazon. Not important because I wrote it. I wrote it because the issues could not be more important. Thank you so much for your time. Bye-bye.